Rise and shine, Hoosiers. Welcome back to the Bloomington Breakfast Club. I'm Clara Isaac.
And I'm Morgan Ludwig. Today on the show, we will be joined by members of the a cappella group Resting Pitch Face, who recently went famous on TikTok.
Plus, we have all your favorite segments of Unnecessary Updates, Alumni Watch, and the B-Town Buzz.
So grab your cup of coffee, Hoosiers. It's going to be a great morning. It is now time for the unnecessary updates of the day. Joining us is, as you guessed it, Grace Tempe. Welcome back, Grace.
Thank you so much for having me on the show that I'm on all the time.
Of course, of course. It wouldn't be a true episode of Breakfast Club without Grace.
I know. In the 11th hour, I'm changing my unnecessary update just slightly with excitement in the air for Robert Pattinson's The Batman. I personally am shocked that it's getting good reviews. It's opening weekend. We've had some previews, and people like it.
What don't you like about it? What do you think is bad?
Okay, here's the thing. Batman to me is a man who wears underwear over his leggings and who pretends to be a bat at night. And a lot of recent film interpretations of this classic character from the 1940s have been making him like really dark and brooding. And that's definitely what Robert Pattinson is doing with his, black eye makeup and stuff. And I just think that it's untrue to the original character. And also I think that Robert Pattinson as a man, like I know he's a good actor. I know he is not just from Twilight, but also he definitely is. And like when I go see that movie, I will be like, oh my God, it's Edward Cullen. Why is he pretending to be like some dark, brooding, evil man when really he's just like a vampire,
So you're saying you do want to see the underwear over the leggings? Like
yeah.
That's what you need?
Yeah, I think we should return. I think we should bring back Robin. I feel like he hasn't been seen in a live action film in a very long time. And I want him there. I like his little mask. I like how he also wears underwear, but not even over leggings. It's just kind of like little shorts.
Is that the movie with Zoe Kravitz?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I have a theory as to why it's getting good reviews.
Because of Zoe Kravitz.
Yes, and also both of them have really amazing like facial bone structures.
That's true.
Like it's just their faces.
They're kind of made to be on film, like dramatic lighting and angles, like really pop them,
They're like contour without contour. They
so
don't need makeup artists.
Exactly. Oh my God.
I think you guys might be skipping over the fact that maybe it's getting good reviews because it's like a fantastic piece of cinema that's going to be like crazy and groundbreaking and super good. Maybe just a theory.
See, I just like don't know about that.
It could be because they have great faces.
Have you considered that maybe it's just good because they're hot, Morgan?
Well, I mean, Robert Pattinson's in a mask like 95% of the time. And Zoe Kravitz, does Catwoman wear a mask?
But the jaw is still visible because it's kind of just like upper.
It really is all about the jawline for the contour, definitely.
Nice.
I just really believe like first of all, it's 3 hours. And I just truly believe that any movie that's 3 hours is inherently not good.
Do movies that long have intermission? Okay,
no,
don't
they don't.
I am judging.
They need them. They need them because I'm sitting in the theater for 3 hours and I'm bored. 2.5 max. I'm sorry. Name a 3 hour movie that's good.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Is that 3 hours?
I've never seen that.
It's like 2 hours and 50 minutes.
15?
50.
I like that movie.
See, I've done it. I've changed Grace's mind. Yes.
Well, I still don't think The Batman is going to be good. I generally think I'm going to see it and I'm going to hate it.
Are you seeing it soon? Do you have like a date? I'm seeing it tonight.
I'm seeing it tonight also.
Very excited.
Oh my God, what if we see each other there? 7:30?
Really? Yes.
AMC 12?
We're going to the same movie.
Yes.
All I got from this conversation was that I wasn't invited. And that
Claire, get your ticket. Get your ticket. It'll be a TVBC meetup at the Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson. And also, okay, one more thing before we move on. I really feel like I recently saw the film The Lego Batman Movie. And I'm not joking, it was one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
Fantastic movie.
It is so good. And I think that like watching any Batman movie after watching that, it will just not compare. It will not hold up.
That's
sorry.
valid. I'm actually like that point just made me much more nervous for my
Like,
opinion of this Batman because
That is the
nothing can top
best
Lego
Batman movie ever.
It is.
Sorry, Dark Knight.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Lego Batman movie.
You're holding Robert to some really high standards. He has to be a funny, like, conglomeration of like plastic
he
pieces.
does. Yes.
Okay.
High standards. Anyways.
Okay, so we can move on. Amanda Bynes has formally petitioned to end her conservatorship. And let me tell you, I was so shocked when I heard the news because I didn't even know that she was in one. Like, what's going on with our childhood icons being in conservatorships?
I agree. Free Britney. Thank God that happened. Something about being a child star, I think, like, makes you very vulnerable. This is getting a little deep. And I think that, you know, who's her conservator? Her parent?
Her parents, but they said that they were like willing to like free her. Like,
Yeah, that's good. Literally hashtag free Amanda. I do think that, like, it's bad.
No, because it just made me realize. Have you guys seen the movie Easy A?
No.
It's kind of based on the Scarlet Letter. It's really good.
With Emma Stone.
With Emma Stone.
Yes, I have heard of it. Yes.
Yes, so that was her last movie in 2010, and she just disappeared. And I was like, "Where's like the comedic angel Amanda Bynes? Like, I haven't
where did
seen
you
her
go?
in so
She
long."
had that great show, the Amanda Bynes show, and now she's gone.
I know, and She's the Man. Have you seen that?
No.
Well, you need to see that.
Is it bad that I don't know who Amanda Bynes is?
Not the film. Have you switched your major yet?
Literally.
What do you
the
mean?
film
We
No.
talked about this the last
We
time.
did?
Yes, you need to switch your
You
major.
need to start watching some films, or you need to switch your major.
Who's Amanda Bynes?
I
What
know
was she
Amanda
in?
Bynes most prominently from a Special People magazine I had in high school that was Child Stars Then and Now. She was featured in that, so I know a lot about her from that. The Amanda Show, you know.
I know her because she's a Hollywood comedy icon who's involved in very prominent films.
Like
She should
what?
get a star on the Walk of Fame.
Like what? You guys are like raising her to this like pedestal standard that
Morgan,
I've
she's
never
like
heard
the
of her.
best actress maybe in the world.
Please, just name one movie she's in so I
She's
can
the
know.
Man. An Easy A.
I've not seen those. Any other ones?
I also haven't seen them.
There's other ones.
Yeah,
But I
but
don't
at least
remember
I
the
know
name of them.
I at least know the name of cultural icon Amanda Bynes.
All right.
And I appreciate what she's done for society, and I think that she should get out of her conservatorship.
I agree with that point.
Like,
That's
I feel
what I
like,
can
Good.
contribute to this conversation.
like, but I feel like even if you haven't seen anything with her in it, you still hear the name
Like,
Amanda Bynes. Like,
She has a very big cultural presence.
I'm going to expose myself, right? So, okay, I heard of Britney Spears songs, right? But I couldn't pinpoint it, right? But I still knew who Britney Spears was, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of something like that.
So you're
Yeah.
saying Britney Spears and Amanda Bynes are on similar status for
Not
fame?
necessarily, but it was during like the same
Yeah,
era.
same era, like early
Your
2000s.
guys' seeming facade of actually knowing who this is without actually knowing who this is makes me feel better about
What
not
are you
knowing who
talking
this
about?
is.
I'm Amanda Bynes' biggest fan.
So you can say that, but you only named one movie that she was in. So.
We named 2 movies.
And
Two.
her show.
And a
And her
series.
show. Literally, Amanda Bynes, if you're watching, I'm sorry.
I know we apologize on
Breakfast
Morgan's
Club
behalf.
has
Yeah.
failed Amanda Bynes.
We here at TBBC are big Amanda Bynes fans.
Yes.
That's the headline.
And we
Make
want
that
her
the
to be
title.
out of her conservatorship.
Yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna move on to my unnecessary update. So I don't know if you guys remember, like a while ago when like the whole news was Jeff Bezos was going to space,
Oh, I
right? And he was
remember.
gonna take one person with him to space, right? So we've got a revelation that apparently Pete Davidson is the one he's taking to space with him. The Pete Davidson that has been all over the web recently.
Well, yes, obviously we here at the Bloomington Breakfast Club are once again big Pete Davidson fans.
We are. I can actually attest to that. That is true.
Yeah, we do love Pete.
What were the qualifications?
Yeah,
have
why was he
no-
chosen to go to space?
I have no idea. Apparently, him and his new relationship, Kim
Yeah,
Kardashian,
Kim. We're also big Kim fans.
had like a dinner date at the Bezos estate.
Oh.
And apparently Pete was just like chatting him up about going to
Going to
space,
space?
and now that's what's happening. So,
Interesting.
Pete Davidson really can do everything, can't
I
he?
can't wait for that SNL sketch about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to space. I mean, I read that he's like a pretty cool dude. So maybe like when you're going to space, you don't need like, I don't know, the greatest engineer, the greatest mathematician. You just need like a really good companion.
You go to space stereoside just for the vibes, you know? Yeah. I would love to see, if Pete's going, I'm sure he could take a second friend. I would love to see Northwest in space.
Ooh,
what if he made an SNL like
from space?
Like yes, from space.
Oh,
and it's
he
like,
sends a like,
hi,
little message.
I'm Pete. I'm on the moon, and we're about to be comedic.
Literally how Caroline does that for us from Italy.
Pete does it for us.
Like Pete Davidson from the moon.
I'm just, because like, I think we're skipping over the fact that like getting launched into space is a very like physically demanding thing.
Okay,
and Pete's kind of a skinny dude.
He's built different.
He's shrimpy. You know,
I don't know how he's gonna.
You know, at Walt Disney World Epcot, there's that ride Mission Space where it like simulates you going to space.
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's true to life though.
Yeah, but Morgan, you can go on like the easy path or the hard path, and the hard path it like spins you around and like there's pressure on you. It always makes me think of Phineas and Ferb when they go to space and Ferb's like skin pulls back from his face.
Yeah, and since Pete Davidson's like rich, he probably has like complete access to that Disney World
he can probably
device.
get into Disney World anytime and train on Mission Space, and then he'll be ready to get into that rocket. And I, for one, can't wait to see it. I hope it's live streamed.
It probably will be.
It'll be on like Facebook, but that's okay.
So, does that wrap up our unnecessary update? We feeling good about the conversation?
I'm feeling really good.
Spent a lot of time talking about Amanda
Even
Bynes,
though you don't know
nobody knows who she is.
Chuck Morgan doesn't know who Amanda Bynes is, and that's so disgusting.
I'm convinced this is just you guys got this like group joke just to you made up a name. I've never heard of this person in my life. It was a conspiracy, a ploy against me.
You down.
Yeah, we're gonna tag her in this episode, and she's gonna find you.
All right, well, to wrap it up, we're going to check back in with Caroline, who has been enjoying her semester abroad in Italy.
Let's take a look to see what she's been up to.
Hey guys, it's Caroline. I'm here in Berlin, Germany. I'm here for the Berlinale Film Festival for the movie I worked on over the summer, Taurus. It's having its world premiere tonight, and I'm so excited to show you guys a little bit of behind the scenes.
Is about not about a descent, not about a downward spiral. It is about ascension. And I think that's really important. It's about transcendence, and I hope it speaks to you. Regardless, I'll be here to get tomatoes thrown at me, or we'll have a great time.
All right, we are here about to go into the last scene of the shoot. Here we are with our lead actress, Maddie Hassan. How do you feel? Are you a vlogger?
Maddie Hassan, who's, if you don't know her, you will know her after this screen.
Wonderful. All right, ready? I mean, we met on
part that we leave behind, and that was the song that he was searching for. The entire movie was the one that transcends him, and that was what.
Camera set. Okay, we're set and action. Hey!
Can we get a picture?
On the elevator when I kiss you for the first time. It's in the course now, ayy. I swear to God, I never fall in love. But then you showed up and I can't get enough of it. Damn, I swear to God, I never fall in love.
That's a picture wrap on Maddie.
Yeah!
That's a picture wrap on Colson.
Wow, I know we all miss Caroline, but it sure looks like she's having a really great time abroad.
And now we are joined by Greta Hambrook and James Snyder, who are a part of Resting Pitch Face, an a cappella group here on campus. Greta, James, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. Good to be here.
Yeah. So what got you guys to join Resting Pitch Face then?
Ooh, okay. So I joined as a freshman. So I've been in the group for 4 years, and I actually didn't know about the auditions, and I was told by a friend, hey, you should come with me to the auditions, and so she just kind of dragged me along. I didn't really know what to expect. I had had a little bit of musical experience in high school, but you know, I wasn't really super sure about joining a musical group. So, you know, her kind of being like, we should just go and do it. That's how I got into it. And then I ended up absolutely falling in love with it immediately, so.
Yeah, right on. My story, kind of different. After a little longer path. This is my first year in the group, but my freshman year, actually, I was roommates with our current president, my best friend, Lucas Kane. And we went to the auditions together, actually, our freshman year. Didn't work out for me, worked out for him. I went a different way with my life, and then come senior year, some time opened up in my schedule. I was like, you know what I've always wanted to do is sing. I've loved to sing like my whole life, and to be able to do that like this year and join the group has been so fun. So I've really, it's been fun. I've known Greta since freshman year, like, through the group, but now we actually get to sing together, which has been awesome.
Now we're co-singers, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Wow, that's really nice. So what do you both like most about a cappella and being in the group?
Well, do you want to start on this one?
Sure, I guess. Well, you know, the first thing is like, what's so cool is singing as a group. Like everyone's doing their own thing, but like specifically in this group, everyone does different things, is like different majors, is from different places. We all come together and make this beautiful art form of music, which is so cool. And a cappella is just fun because it's very like college-esque, like, you know, do-ba-do. We were talking about pitch perfect before this. And it's kind of something I never did really a cappella much, but it's really fun because you can do it anywhere, you know, in the world. You can just get a starting note and then sing a tune. And there's like nothing cooler than that. I don't know.
That was a beautiful description.
Thank you. That's what a cappella is, if you're wondering.
Very eloquent. I mean, yeah, I love a cappella because, well, number one, it's like an escape from all the stressors that I have, you know, in daily life. It's, you know, college is such a busy time, especially for, you know, all of us as seniors especially. We're trying to move on to the next kind of stage of our life. And so this is like my one time that I get to just relax. And every time I go to rehearsal, I'm just like, great, I have 2 hours to hang out, sing, just chill with my friends, which is so appreciated for me. I really, really love that time. And it's just fun. Yeah, like James was saying, like, just starting and singing wherever. Like, we've done gigs in the weirdest places. Yeah. Yes. And just being able to like start singing and just go with our group, and we don't really need anything but ourselves. It's like the best. So
I think now we need to know what the weirdest place you've sung an a cappella group is.
Oh geez, I should have thought of that when I said that. Well, we've sang, let's see, we've sang in like let's see, we went to like a kindergarten once, and we sang in a kindergarten. That was really fun. We sang once on the racetrack for Little 500, which we're doing again this year. That was really weird. We were like running across like while the bikers are like going, and we're like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna get hit by a bike, and you don't want to do that because that would mess up the race time. So, you know, it's just like weird things like that. When
we sang in the Wiley house, that was pretty fun.
That was kind of fun, kind of spooky, but like really, really cool.
Like, we were literally like in like, you know, in cabin that was like meant to like look like the, you know, as it was when it was built, like I don't know, 150 like, years ago.
Yeah,
it's like the first president's house, and we're like just like in there singing like Christmas carols, and like there was a lot of us too. Like, that was the fun. We were like half the room. It was like,
yeah, and there was like candles because there was no electricity in the house, so it's like it's kind of dark and spooky, and there's people like in like old-timey clothes, and we're all just like
giving tours.
Hark all the bells, and it was
it's
just
its own vibe.
It was its own vibe, but. Yeah, I mean, we love to gig wherever, though, so it's fun.
Yeah, and then what would you say your favorite song to sing a cappella is?
That's tough. We have such a fun set list right now. I love
We really do.
all of them. I'm trying to think.
I don't know. I think for me, and like an old-timey favorite, something that Luke and I sang in high school was the song Smile, which gets like mixed reviews in the group. However, I love it, and it's like this really gorgeous, it's like the only choral piece we do, where it's like no solo, it's just the whole group coming together, and it's just like really gorgeous harmonies, and it's just like this beautiful piece where we get to come together and sing as a group, because, you know, it's awesome always having like one soloist, and it's fun to have other people shine, but like that's the one time where we come together and say, hey, we are this choral group, and you know, we can do this, you know, together, and that's really special to me. So
yeah, I love.
You probably have a more fun one.
I mean, I'm trying to think. I mean, like very contrasting from that. The song "Pray" by Sam Smith is one of my favorites. One of our other seniors, Sanj, solos on it. She kills it every time. It's so good. But the song has this like really intense, almost like a gospel kind of feel to it at the end, where it like builds and gets like this really intense booming sound. And we just recently recorded that in like the studio, and it was crazy how much like echo and boom can come from this like song with just like all of us just
and
standing around
claps,
these mics.
right?
I also did do a stomp clap recording. I did my little stomp clap, so that's in there too. Listen for it. It's featuring Greta's hands and feet. So, yeah, but I think that's my favorite for sure.
Greta's hands.
Yes, I love Sam Smith. You know, my singing may not be as good as yours, but I always give it a try.
Right.
Always.
Unmatched.
Okay, so you recently went TikTok famous with one of your videos hitting 13 million views.
Oh yeah.
We actually have a clip right here. Let's take a look.
If I were a boy, I think I could understand how it feels to love
When we come back, should we
a
guess
girl
who's singing? Because I don't know who's.
Wow, that's incredible. That's
Famous.
incredible. What was it like when you just opened your phone and you were like, wow, we went viral?
I mean, I don't think any of us were expecting that at all, first of all. I mean, in the TikTok itself, it was just a funny trend that was going around. One of our singers, I mean, do I give it away? Do I spill it, who it was? I don't know. Her name's Genevieve. She's amazing. We were like, we should just make one of those like who's singing TikToks, and she was recently granted that solo on If I Were a Boy, and we were like, this would be perfect. Like, we'll put all the girls in there, and then Tucker also, who's one of the guys in the group, just to be funny. He's a king though, love him. And so we made this TikTok. We were like, this will just be funny. Like, our account really wasn't big at all. It was mostly us and our friends who followed it. And then it just, you know, through even the course of the rehearsal, like we were sitting there and we were like, oh guys, there's like 200 views on this. And we were like, oh, that's crazy. And then, you know, we have, 10K, 20K, and then we made it to like 100K, and we were like, no way. We were like, this is not real. And then when it hit the millions, it was just like, I don't know. I didn't even know what to think. I was starstruck. But
you are the star, though.
Not me. It's Genevieve. But I'm actually. Everyone calls me Mike Wazowski in that because my face is right over our like resting pitch face like sign on the side where all the like little bubbles are. It like shows over my face. So I'm doing the like Mike Wazowski thing where he's like, I can't believe it. I'm on TV, and his like face is completely covered by something. So I'm not really the star, but. It's so cool anyway, just to be, you know, have that many people see it.
I thought it was like the dumbest thing at first. I don't really get TikTok. Like I'm not even on TikTok, so people had to like keep updating me on the views. But I remember I was like not in the video, but I was like in the audience, and just like I thought it was so funny. So I guess other people thought it was funny too, because it was just like that's so clever. I don't know why.
And we had just started our TikTok too. Like, it was really new. We haven't had one for that long, so like going that viral that quickly, I think we were all just shocked. But a good shocked, you know, nonetheless. So hopefully we'll go viral again with something else.
How long did it take to reach the millions? You say you saw it go to 200 views, then 10K. Did this happen with over a few days, or did it all happen basically in the same 24 hours?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like it got really popular really quickly. Like within 24 hours, it definitely was in like the hundreds of thousands. But I think it took like a few days, because over, you know, the course of the days, I remember watching our group me where we all kind of text and people kept updating and updating. But yeah, it was, I mean, less than a week for sure. It was pretty fast. So.
Yeah, and so we were actually kind of stalking your guys' TikTok and Instagram page before this, and we saw that you guys are making a cover album, right?
We are.
Yeah. So what's that experience like?
Yeah, no, this is something that the groups want to do, I think, for a long time, but especially It was a huge goal of Lucas and of our president to do this album, which has just been an incredible experience. We're recording an 8-song album. We're about to release a single first. Regatta's actually featured as the soloist, and then the other 7 will come out after. But it's pretty surreal, like to be in an actual studio and to like get on a microphone, get the headphones on, and like sit in the actual like producing room with all the knobs and the things and whatever's going on here. It's just been such a cool experience. I'm so like we just finished doing it. It was definitely a long haul. We had some long days, but I think we're gonna be so happy that like I guess for like the rest of time or until Spotify goes away, we'll be able to hear ourselves. But I think it really is kind of like what it was meant to be, as like a testament of the group. Not only now, but like what has been growing to for so long now, to be able to have this staple of 8 just really solid, I think really fun and cool songs that we can share with our friends, family, and I guess our TikTok followers.
TikTok.
Yeah. Well, that's so amazing. You guys are so amazing. So we here at TBBC are all huge fans of Pitch Perfect.
Well, I wouldn't say huge.
And you
1, 2, or 3.
and Pitch Perfect.
Love
so
it.
is that movie an accurate representation of college a cappella groups?
Well, I would say I wish. To the slightest extent, like we all love music and we're all doing the like annoying like singy thing all the time together. Like whenever we're in a group, you always know it's an a cappella group because someone's always singing and someone is always harmonizing with the singing, and so you kind of know that we're an a cappella group when we're in like restaurants and stuff. But the way that they operate and also the level that they operate at is very different. We don't do like choreography, for example, or we also we don't compete really. We travel. We're actually going to University of Miami this next week to do like a joint singing kind of group, like showcase, which will be really, really cool to see other a cappella groups. But we don't really compete and we don't really have that like level of performance kind of aspect. We also don't really wear costumes, which I think we should, but but we don't. So it's kind of similar, kind of different. But
it's fun. Yeah, we obviously love Pitch Perfect.
We have a good time.
Movies aren't reality, I guess. But I think what's cool is like, you see the groups are all like pretty close, and we are able to be pretty close on campus too with the other groups as well. And like Greta said, like you do notice a cappella kids because they're always singing or skipping or dancing. And like that's something we're not gonna live down because we love it too much. And I'll sing on my way to class. I care what you think.
Why not?
Why not? At least we're good at it, sort of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Well, I'm sure Greta's hand and feet claps are all the choreography you need.
Choreography is crazy. Like they'll only sing like 2 songs in Pitch Perfect, but like all the time is going into like their moves, right? Like
their rehearsals are no joke. Sometimes ours are a little bit jokey, but that's okay. That's okay. We have. It's a fun thing. It's like a family thing. We're friends first, and then we do a cappella, and we really, really enjoy it, and we work really hard at it. But at the same time, we're all like besties, which is great.
Yeah. So before we go, for anyone out there who may just be watching this and thinking, "Oh my gosh, I gotta get into this group," can you tell us how someone might go about joining the family?
Yeah, absolutely. So, I guess the easiest way to find out when auditions are going to be, so we do audition for our group, would be going through the Instagram. So either me or Catherine will answer any DMs or anything that you send us. We also post about it on all of our social media platforms, like when we're having auditions, when we're having performances. So I believe the next time we'll be having them is in August. So unfortunately, both of us are gone. But, we gotta have people to fill our spots. So yeah, there will definitely be auditions in August. And if you want to come get a preview of that beforehand, see what the group is all about in person, we do have a performance on April 9th, I believe. So
April 9th, Saturday.
So we'll post about that too. If you want to see.
Excited. Y'all should join. It's a fun community. If you like to sing, like there's no better place. And I think the younger members are like phenomenal.
Absolutely.
They have so much energy, and they're gonna take this group in an awesome direction. So we're in good hands. We're relaxed. We're sad we're leaving, but.
Yeah, I feel happy that we have the group where it is right now. It's in a really, really good place.
You're so motivational, James. You're so
Yeah, no. We're
Well,
excited.
Greta and James, thank you so much for being here. We absolutely loved learning about resting pitch face.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely.
And now stay tuned for Alumni Watch and B-Town Buzz after the break.
Welcome back.
We're now going to toss it over to TBBC correspondent Grace Tempe for this week's Alumni Watch. Grace?
Thanks, Clara and Morgan. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Alumni Watch. I'm Grace Tempe, and today I will be fulfilling a vow that I made to cover Mark Cuban on this segment after he liked my tweet. Mark, this is for you. Born in Pittsburgh, Cuban attended IU and graduated from the Kelley School of Business in 1981 with a Bachelor of Science in Management. During his time at IU, Cuban had various business ventures, including a bar, disco lessons, and a chain letter. After graduating, Cuban moved to Dallas, Texas, where he started his own company, Micro Solutions, a system integrator and software reseller. After selling Micro Solutions for $6 million, Cuban and fellow IU alumnus Todd Wagner joined AudioNet, where they combined their mutual interest of IU basketball and webcasting. After a series of other business ventures and investments, Cuban reached billionaire status, ranking 177 on the 2020 Forbes 400 list. Now, he continues to invest as one of the main sharks on Shark Tank, as well as keeps up his love for basketball by owning the Dallas Mavericks. Cuban also founded the Fallen Patriot Fund, which aids the families of U.S. military personnel who were injured or killed during the Iraq War. U.S. Hoosiers actually benefit from Cuban every day through the Mark Cuban Center for Sports Media and Technology, which was built in our very own Assembly Hall in 2015 and provides jobs and experience for media school students. Mark, you're one of our proudest alumni, and thank you for liking my tweet about your appearance on Beat Bobby Flay. Back to you, Clara Morgan.
Thanks, Grace. It's now time for the B-Town Buzz. And if you'll be staying in town this weekend, heading into spring break, here are some fun events going on for you to check out.
This Friday, Cardinal Stage presents the play The Mountaintop. It's about a reimagining of Martin Luther King's last night alive before his assassination, as he confronts his destiny and his legacy. The show starts at 7:30 p.m. at the Waldron Arts Center, and you are able to choose how much you pay for your tickets.
Also on Friday, Bloomington favorite Greg Warren will be performing at the Comedy Attic. Shows are at 7 and 9:15 p.m. and tickets are $15 to $20.
On Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., visit the Hinklegarten Farmstead Community Historic Site for Indiana Maple Weekend. Learn more about the maple harvesting process and enjoy maple cream, maple candy, and other maple-flavored refreshments. The event is free to the public.
And finally, on Saturday night, Bloomington Parks and Recreation will be showing Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade as part of its Movies in the Park series. The film starts at 7 p.m. at the Switchyard Park Pavilion, and admission is free. And that's all for our show this week. Thank you so much for tuning in.
We are always looking to feature more local students, businesses, and organizations on the show. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please contact our producer Lily at lshareb@iu.edu.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at B-Town B-Fest Club. For IUS TV, I'm Morgan Ludwig.
And I'm Clara Isaac. Have a great week, Hoosiers.